We're going to hear now the second Sept from the pianist Sarah Nicolls and her inside-out piano just now. Henry Cowell's The Banshee, and the first performance is Sarah's own Cold. Look, Sarah, I know that you're kind of performing surgery on this amazing vertical piano. The strings are going up into this huge space at the street at Wellcome Collection. Look, we're thinking about why music all weekend, but I suppose this is really how music. I mean, you're returning the piano to some sort of fundamentals here as you insert or probably about a dozen blue and purple straws in between the strings. There's also quite a lot of blue tack, a lot of stickers, there's a microphone, and there are other strange things. How on earth did you transform this era grand piano into the inside-out piano?
So I can take the credit for the design and the idea, but not the actual building. That was Pierre Malbos, who is also the builder of the piano Bachet Malbos, which you might have heard of, or not. And really it's about trying to make it easier to play inside the piano, not having to lean inside, but also to make it more interesting for the audience so that they can see what's going on. I haven't worked out how to become transparent yet, so I'll have to do that so that you don't have to look through my body. Sorry.
But it doesn't. I mean, it allows you to do things physically with the piano. I mean, as we can all see. But also the kind of instrumentarium. I mean, the sounds that you can make these strings make, it goes well beyond what a piano keyboard. And there is, of course, a conventional piano keyboard here, 90 degrees at the bottom of the piano. But there's also a glove and a few other. Was that a bit of slate? Right.
Yes. Yeah, this is a slate. Actually, it's an idea from another inside pianist, Magda Myers. Dragging it across the string sideways makes this incredible sort of screeching sound, which sounds, when I describe it, not very nice. But it gave me the idea to make this sort of cold piece. And with the sound of the magnets, magnets are, of course, very useful on a vertical piano because it's preparations that aren't going to fall down. So magnets are very useful. And they give this kind of detuned quality. So that's then when I thought about straws. The straws also came because I made the piano into an installation, and I had to make it child sort of proof. And I thought, well, plastic straws, you're not going to do too much damage with those. Although they did get posted inside quite a lot. But there we go.
Are there sounds that you discovered that have surprised you? I mean, in a way, has the instrument taken you further than even you thought might have been possible?
Yeah, I think what's really lovely is that actually techniques that involve the keyboard and the inside are really easy. So doing harmonics, things like sliding an E-bow up the string to find different places where the partials come out. Those sorts of things are suddenly just much easier. And something about having your head right in the sound is actually really satisfying. When other pianists have come to play it, they're really sort of amazed. It's like being the microphone in a recording session. I feel like I'm just scraping the surface. But, for me, it's also a sort of long-term vision. I mean, we all live in, smaller houses these days. We don't have drawing rooms. And I feel like the vertical grand is a sort of future piano,
Well, it goes back to the early 19th century, the giraffe piano, which looks exactly like that. It was a grand piano that went up the wall for precisely the same reasons. But look, just think about the two pieces you're going to play then. So we're going to hear Cold, You're Cold, then Henry Cowell's vision of this Celtic apparition of death that is the Banshee. Did they share anything? I take it the plastic straws probably weren't in Henry Cowell's 1929 piece, are they?
25?
I beg your pardon.
I get to correct you.
Of course.
The Banshee doesn't have preparations. It's just sliding on the string and sort of rolls and that sort of thing. But
in Cold, then, what are you going to hear? You explained the magnets and the slate, but is there a connection between the two pieces, the reason you put them together? I
don't know if there's a connection. I suppose I was thinking about which of my pieces would go with the crumb and the cowl. Actually, my pieces have got melody, and that's a thing that sort of came about. I'm coming from the sort of avant-garde new complexity zone, and then I suddenly made this back to front piano in 2008, and I couldn't find any of the notes. It was totally distressing. It was like, what is that note? And anyway, so I'd sort of suddenly go back to two-note tunes, and I thought, yeah, tunes. So actually, I've kind of now decided that where I'm at is melody with strange sounds around them. So I'm trying to sort of shroud melody. So that's where I'm going. But
how much longer do you need to prepare? You've only got two straws left now.
Sorry,
No, that's fine. No, I'm just checking. Henry Cowell's Banshee is one of the pieces that really changed what composers thought they could do with the piano in the mid 1920s. Thank you, Sarah, for correcting me. Henry Cowell went on to teach John Cage and Lou Harrison, so really he opened up a kind of sonic universe. And in a way, what Sarah's doing with the inside-out piano is continuing that tradition. Now that she's put her glove on her left hand, I can leave the stage with the straws sticking out and everything else. So, ladies and gentlemen, applause, please, for Sarah Nicolls and her next set, Cold, and Henry Cowell's The Banshee.